Well, welcome one and all to NASA's inaugural Creative Aging Institute. My name is Susan Auchen, and I'm NASA's Arts Learning Projects Director. I'm thrilled to be your host and MC for the duration of our virtual Creative Aging Institute over the next 2 weeks. Please welcome NASA's President and CEO, Pam Breaux, who will formally call us to order with her opening remarks. Over to you, Pam.
Thanks so much, Susan. Thanks for hosting today, and thanks for your leadership for the entire Institute. Hello, everyone. Please join me in a moment of reflection to honor the lands we occupy and the histories of their Indigenous peoples. As we acknowledge the taking of their lands and their lives, let us commit to responsible stewardship of the land and respect for the First Nations who remain part of the past, present, and future of the places we call home. Let us also commit to developing the relationships with Native communities that will help inform our meaningful action moving forward as we advance equity to benefit them. Let's also pause to remember lives lost from the COVID pandemic. It continues to affect American Indians disproportionately, especially in the ranks of elders who pass on language and tradition across the generations. It also continues to disproportionately affect our Black and Latinx communities. As we center ourselves in the conversation ahead, let us remember them and all those for whom equity has not been an option. And hello again, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. So many discussions about aging start with population or health statistics. Even if we forget the exact numbers, the takeaways are really easy to remember, right? More Americans are now living longer lives than at any other time in our history. And that trajectory is set to continue for decades to come. Often, the citing of these statistics seems to be accompanied by a hint of anxiety, right? If not outright alarm, about the future impact of an aging American population on everything, from job markets to birth rates to healthcare. To be sure, the extraordinary circumstances of COVID-19 have provided a tragic example of why we need to strengthen the systems and institutions serving older adults. But even though the stress points around aging are very real, I want to challenge us all to shift that mindset where we view aging as a problem or a deficit. Instead, let's approach this issue in policy and in practice with an abundance mindset. There is so much to gain as America ages. Opportunities for full lives and well-being, opportunities for learning and creative expression, and opportunities to become better connected to one another. By elevating what older adults have to offer, we become more whole as families, as communities, and as a country. That vision is at the heart of NASA's commitment to creative aging as an issue area, with the strong support and guidance of our partners at Aroha Philanthropies. NASA is an advocate for creative aging that has the power to engage older adults in the arts for the benefit of all communities nationwide. Each of us here today is attending this institute as a stakeholder in this work. As state arts agencies, our public mandates call on us to make the arts more accessible for all. And as individuals, we want the older adults in our lives to thrive, and to make that thriving possible for the next generation too. Each of you logged in today contributes a life's worth of experience, skill, and knowledge to your work. And I applaud you for devoting those efforts to the worthy endeavor of creative aging. The Creative Aging Institute is designed to help state arts agencies take a big leap forward in how you're envisioning the work of serving older adults in your states. Over the next 2 weeks, the Institute will ground us in the practical, tactical how-tos of lifelong learning in the arts, as well as bring us into dialogue with big picture questions about ageism, social justice, and the impact of changing demographics on the future of our country. You can attend the Institute from beginning to end, or pick and choose which sessions are most relevant for your work. I'm certain those of you who have years of creative aging experience under your belts will find as much to learn as those of you who are just beginning your learning journey. However you decide to participate, my hope is that the Creative Aging Institute inspires you into action. After all, this is about meeting cultural change head on by changing culture. As you attend sessions, I encourage you to think about one action, large or small, that you can take to spread the word about creative aging or to make arts learning for older adults in your state more equitable and accessible. And remember, inspiration always needs to be shared. Please use the hashtag CreativeAging2021 to share your ideas for action with the rest of the NASA community on social media. Meanwhile, NASA is on this creative aging learning journey right along with you. We're learning about ageism and the importance of including aging in our comprehensive work on equity, access, inclusion, and belonging. We're connected with national organizations working in the aging space to increase their awareness about the arts. And we're very proud to be investing in the creative aging initiatives of 36 states and jurisdictions through $1.5 million in grants announced last fall. All of this and so much more is made possible through the financial support, collaboration, and good counsel of our partners at Aroha Philanthropies. Their leadership in the creative aging space sets a high bar and a great example. We're thrilled to be able to hear from Teresa Bonner, Aroha's Executive Director, next on our agenda for today.
Thank you, Pam. On behalf of Aroha Philanthropies and our founder and president, Ellen Michelson, I'm delighted to welcome you all to the Creative Aging Institute. We're grateful to each one of you who are joining us over these 2 weeks as NASA offers you a deep dive into the possibilities of creative aging in your communities. Since Aroha began promoting creative aging, we've invested nearly $15 million in hundreds of programs, reaching thousands of older adults across the country. The outcomes are nothing short of inspiring. These new older artists are creating strong friendships, finding and deepening connections to community, rediscovering their own creativity, and finding their passion for learning and creating. Through this initiative, you will help older adults tap potential they didn't know they had. You will empower them to find purpose and joy in their lives. What could be better than that? Thank you again for your commitment to the work ahead. We look forward to hearing your success stories from your communities.